Hi and welcome back to another video. Today was day one in this fresh start with the Top Step Trader Combine. It is the 24th of February, Friday the 24th of February 2017. I had two trades today. As you can see on the right here, it was a positive day. $136.39 after commissions. So that's a decent start. And what's most important is I did it in a fairly short amount of time. I did have a trade last night after I did last night's video, which we'll talk about in a second. It's now going up to 20 to 2 Central European time, but I had actually finished by about quarter past 12, I think it was. Quarter past or half past 12 after starting 20 past 11 today. So just about an hour's worth of trading, and $136 and some change with one contract trading. So that's right in line with what I have planned for myself, and so I'm pleased with that. So let's run through the trades. We had last night 6J short here after seeing, let me zoom in a little bit, just a second. After seeing, and I've seen this pattern a lot, this isn't the pattern I play per se, but I'm just going with the flow as I said before. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, and then a correction here, and then it went on lower volume and lower pace. Gap down, put in wicks to show the confirmation of this reversal candlestick here after the last 5-minute bar on Thursday, so yesterday. Yesterday evening was a close above this shooting star. So we had some longs that initiated, some people who initiated longs here, and then they got trapped. They thought that this was a trap against this shooting star, and then they themselves got trapped. And here's where they liquidated their positions with wicks right at the close of that shooting star. So that's the reason for that entry. Got in there, had 70.5 as a target, which is half a tick above the eventual low here before this bounce. But something on the 1-minute chart got me out for a 1.1R gain there. So 5.5 ticks for 5 ticks risk, gross, obviously, before commissions. So that was that, 1.1R there. Then if we move over to today, I just took the one trade today, as in, when I say today, I mean after getting up this morning, and that was 6C. And 6C was very similar, as you'll probably notice. You got 1, 2, and then 3 like this. This is what I call an appendix, which I've linked to in other videos. That looks rather dubious there, so we'll delete that. But basically, it's when price deviates from a price pattern and then comes back into it. So essentially what happened was 1, 2, and 3, and this was just a blip. So when I zoned in on this little price action here and looked at the way the candles were forming, you got your green, what they call in candlestick lingo, Mariposa or something like that. Very full bullish candle here going up to these wicks. A wick against these wicks, which is a change in polarity, and then it broke above and couldn't continue and closed back under with this candle. So I waited like 2 bars more, 3 bars more, and then got in short at 38. Actually, I've noticed I'm a little bit too early, because I got in short 38 and this went as high as 40 after my entry here. So I was a little bit early on the turn, and then it eventually went. I had my target at 30.5 with some contingency plans on the way. They didn't trigger to get me out sooner than 30.5, so I took 30.5 for a 1.5R gain there. It's because I risked 5 ticks to the downside and got 7.5 ticks to the positive side. So 7.5 ticks for 5 ticks risk is 1.5 R there, and that was the day. There were other things to be had, such as let's just show you 6B and 6J again. 6B here, same pattern. Like, this is a pattern that's really occurred, you know, several times over the since last night. So you could have shorted here at 54 and then got whatever, as much as 2R down here, and I would have had my contingency plans to get me out for perhaps an R or an R&a-half, or whatever the case may be. And then 6J up here. This, if I bring over the other chart that I'm watching, the 30-minute, it's running into this chop to knot here, which is where the market chopped and overlapped and then gave way with big volume here. So it's natural to assume that that's often a point where that's a form of support and resistance, in the sense that it was choppy, people were holding, the buyers were holding their conviction until here they gave way. So anyone who had bought here and held for whatever reason, and there's a bunch of people that hold with no stops and do all kinds of funky stuff, or swing position trading, turning day trades into position trades, they didn't liquidate with their stops here, and as I would, you know, a technical stop out to keep the risk low. They didn't liquidate, came all the way down, came up, and when you come back up to those areas, the people who didn't liquidate there get out for a small loss there because they count themselves lucky. And when they sell there, that selling pressure gives you at least a little move down from that area. So if you can time that, you can usually get a tradable bounce. And so that's what you could have done here. I would have shorted at 906-ish with a 911 stop, and then 906 goes as low as 899.5, so 6.5 ticks for 5 ticks risk, and you either take the profit or you don't. And in my case, going with the flow just means, to me, like, sometimes I'm going to want to run trades, other times I'm going to want to just, it depends on the circumstance and what your profit and loss is doing, how you're feeling. I felt a little resistance today, perhaps because it's the first day of the combine, and so I didn't want to continue. I had done an hour, I've achieved $136, and that's good enough for Friday, the end of the week. So that's all I'm going to do today regarding trading, because I've got some other stuff to do with the other business that I'm trying to build, e-commerce business. And yeah, that's it. So what else did I want to say? I think that's all I wanted to say. So I may or may not, like, keep a rough tab or a strict tab in the videos of the amount of time spent trading as well, because I think that's really important. Since Tuesday, since doing this kind of morning only thing where I'm trading like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, up to 2.5 hours a day, I've managed to get in more exercise sessions, more time with the family outside, dinner time and all that kind of stuff. So it would appear that I've returned to a better life balance, and that's simply because I'm now allowing myself to fall into the flow the way I would do with my dancing or cooking. So let's see what that brings. I know, once again, that a losing period will appear, a losing day, a losing period, and that's going to be the deciding factor about the deciding factor for rate of growth and sustainability, as I've mentioned before. So I'll carry on like this, and we'll see where it takes us. So thanks for tuning into this video. Like it if you got anything out of it. Don't forget to subscribe so we can reach more people and build a little community of like-minded people. And that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.